All righty. Saying we're live. So we're live, and I just went live on. I got notification on the phone.
Okay, which I've got to.
Which I just need to bring up.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
There it
go.
is. Oh,
Okay.
crap, anyways, now we got all of our technical difficulties out of the fucking way,
Yes, exactly.
and I was gonna bring IMBD too, and I forgot to for this movie.
Oh yeah.
I was going to, so you got kind of cool stuff where you got the, if there's any trivia or shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, all right. Look at Hannah. Hey, Hannah. Yeah, that's the green screen. Green screen is working. All right. Anyways. Oh, gosh. Crazy day. Probably should turn your light on, but oh well. We'll run with this one this week.
Yes, we will.
All right. Hold on. Put up. Or move foot that way. Scoot a little bit. Forward. 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 We're just going to readjust while we're doing this live.
Yes, we are.
A little more. 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 Good. Fuck.
Hey, I was doing it a little at a time.
Anyways, Hannah says, love the background. Hey, Hannah, welcome to the show. Earlier, when we thought we were going live, Don stopped by to say, hey, guys, he's working his second job, and he told us to have a great show. Thank you, Don. We do appreciate it. Of course, Don's from the ATSW, the Escape Pod,
yes.
which they're going live tomorrow night.
Yes, they are.
7:05
Yep.
Eastern.
And I believe they're doing the chapters 1 through 3 of
They
Boba
are
Fett.
doing chapters 1 through 3 of Boba Fett. However, let's get on the other side of the show and we'll talk.
Yes.
All right. Let's do this. Here we go.
Did you get?
Here we go.
All right.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yes, because we got a new banner.
Not supposed to say anything. Oh, that was the background. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah.
Welcome to Use and Views. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And this is episode 142, Time After Time. And if you just didn't happen to quite notice or hear, even if you're just an audio listener, we do have new theme music.
Yes, we do.
And I want to thank Alan, and also if you're watching on YouTube, we do have a new video too.
Yes.
And first of all, I want to thank Alan from Press Play Streaming Studios.
Yes.
Who threw the video together and reached out to so many to help get us our theme song. And I also want to thank or say our theme music is provided by Adam McLean.
Yes.
If you got a chance, go look for Adam McLean at bandcamp.com. From there, you can also down in our description, there is a link to go to his page, and you'll find some great music. He also did the music for Press Play Streaming Studios, which, hey, Alan, thank you very much. It was friggin' awesome. We just played it, and thank you again for everything you did, sir. It's awesome. She
Yes.
got to see it finally for the first time.
Yes, I did, and I love it.
You have a great evening, sir, with family time. That is always a great time.
Yes, family first.
And we'll definitely see you to Thursday night.
Yes,
We're
Thursday.
talking about 80 cult films.
Nice.
I think they're really focusing on John Carpenter. But again,
okay.
We do want to thank Alan from Press Play for putting that video package together for us for our intro. And also Adam McLean for the theme music.
Yes.
We really
yes.
do appreciate. We really do appreciate it. And we enjoyed it. And it was awesome. And Hannah says, love it. Yes, it is the new beginning of 2022 for us. So tonight on the Red5 Network is really freaking busy.
It is. You got us streaming tonight. Plus, you've got the Scarif podcast streaming tonight.
Right.
And
let's explain why they're streaming tonight. Because they usually do a Sunday night stream.
Yes, they do.
But due to everybody not feeling healthy, they had to push it back, and they did. So they pushed it to tonight.
Yes.
At the same time we're going, and if you want, you can go over to Scarif Podcast. They're going to be talking Boba Fett Refresh with special guest Amanda Loyan from Galaxy of Queers podcast, and Luna Girl from the Sidebar Cantina, who normally is in our chat,
and Chantal too.
Right.
General
General Shinobi is there because she's co-host of Scarif, plus Brad and Ro.
Yep.
And Ro's the Podfather.
Yes, he is.
Or I guess now he wants to be called the Scuttle Daddy.
Okay.
No problem. Big love to you. Thank you again, Alan. And Mikey.
Yes.
The son-in-law is in this deal. Anyway, so after our show, and we were supposed to go start right at 7 p.m. Eastern. We didn't. We had some technical difficulties, but we got it figured out. So we'll do it after our show. Well, starting here shortly at 8 p.m. Eastern will be Rogue One Radio, and they're going to be talking the Streets of Mos Espa, which is episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
And then later on this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern will be Galaxy of Queers podcast, and will be the Mandalorian show, and with special guest Ro from Scare Podcast, again, the Godfather or Podfather.
Yep.
But they will be talking about the new Willow movie.
Oh, nice.
So Red5's got you lined up for this evening.
Yes.
Anyways, we are talking about a 1979 movie called Time After Time.
Aren't we going to get...
Yes, Kim. Yes, I know. We need to do the business.
Yes, we do.
I was just going to say what we're doing. And the cool part is even though this one is kind of blurry, it's the photo I got from the internet. However, if I shut the photo down, and I'll do this real quick just for this episode. And let me figure out how to do this again. So I take and shut this down with the virtual background, because that's what it is. There. As you see, we have a green screen, and the way we got a green screen is we want to thank our patrons. And the reason why I bring that up is because that's where we're going next.
Yes, is our Patreons.
So, because Kim wants to get the business done, so let's get business done.
Exactly.
Because business is always important.
Exactly.
And Kimberly started.
Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Delisnooch Solsky, Brady Big Lovin', Hannah, Mikey, Brenly, and Case.
If you'd like to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/usedabused pod. At $5, you'll get, like I said, I've uploaded 2 videos for our patrons, which is episodes 1 and 2. I've got to do episode 3, which probably going to do after this show tonight, just for our patrons. I'll get it uploaded tonight, so you guys will have it for tomorrow before, obviously, episode 4 jumps. Once episode 4's out, I will definitely record quickly and do a quick turnaround and have 3 and 4 back to back.
Okay.
Pretty much. Because episode 4 comes out tomorrow.
Yes, it does.
And of course, you won't hear Kimberly's opinion about Book of Boba until the end of the season.
Yes.
Series. We wait till the end of the series. We're going to be there forever.
I know. The end of the season.
Anyways.
Search for Used and Abused Pod today on all of your favorite podcast apps, including Apple, Google, Audible, Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.
We are a proud member of the Red5 Network. Go to red5network.com to find more exciting podcasts.
Such as A Star Wars Journey with Ashley and Brandy, another Star Wars podcast, Around the Ring, ATSW The Escape Pod, Blue Milk Cafe, Chats with Chewy, Conversations, Croissant Radio Underground, Dork Wars, Force of Light Entertainment, From a Certain Point of View, Galaxy of Queers, Jedi Temple Archives Podcast, Mighty Marvel Geeks, Pizza and Parsecs, Pod Wars, Press Play Streaming Studios, Rogue One Radio, Salty Nerd, Sarlacc Digest, Scarif Scuttlebutt, Star Wars and Beyond, the Convergence.
Right, Convergence.
The Convergence, The Lore Be With You, The Science Fictionary.
Was Conversations in there?
Mm-hmm. I said conversations.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
See, now I'm not listening to you.
The
Payback.
I know. The lore be with you. The Science Fictionary. The Sidebar Cantina. The Snapcast. Of course, Used and Abused Pod. War of the Stars. We Be Geeks. WSTR Galactic Public Access. And Wookiee Radio.
And
we have a new one.
Not yet.
But we will be.
We are getting a new family member.
Yes.
Just has not been
official
yet. Once it is official, then we'll post it on Twitter and let everybody know. Also, I don't know if anybody, I don't have it where I can pull it up real quick, but if anybody's been paying attention to our Instagram, Facebook, and then it will eventually show up on Twitter. But if you notice, like, all of a sudden these really neat, cool looking photos of our upcoming episodes are popping up. Yes. We want to thank our social media director, my daughter, Hannah.
Yes.
Because she is doing a hell of a job on that.
She is. She is.
She got out in the 2022 and is ripping it up.
Yes, she is.
She's coming up with some really cool ideas, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, if you want to check out the Cantina family, that is the Sidebar Cantina and the Escape Pod. You can find them on YouTube and your favorite podcast apps. Now, Sidebar Cantina just did their 1992 playlist mixtape playlist.
Yep.
Where it was interesting. Unfortunately, we had a lot going on. So this is the first time we did not participate any songs for this.
Yes.
But I guess they are not going to wait until then 2023 to do 93. They will be doing 93 sometime later this year.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, go check them out. And again, like we mentioned, the Skate Pod will be going live tomorrow night at 7:05 Eastern right here on YouTube. And they're going to be doing what again, Kim?
The first 3 chapters of the Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
And the Sidebar Cantina goes live on Mondays.
Right. Monday at roughly 5:30 Eastern.
Yes.
Check out the Orange and Fed show on Spotify. Their last episode was
Jag.
No, it was actually Orange Jacket Guy's birthday.
Oh, that's right. I think they're doing Jag this time.
Are they doing Jag this week?
I think they're doing Jag this week.
Nice. Also, check out Sweet Studios, Big Sweet's Excellent Adventure, and Tactical Sweet, only on YouTube. Sweet Studios just released a new one. I can't remember which Nirvana song he did, but he did do a new Quarantine Sessions Nirvana song.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, click subscribe and then click that bell to be notified when we go live.
You can find Used and Abused Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can email at used and abused.
It should say you can email us at.
Yeah, you can email us at usedandabusedpod@gmail.com, and it's spelled out.
You know the good thing about this shit?
You can edit on air.
Right. And that's what I'm going to fucking do as soon as I find where I got to go. All right. And save it. Now hit it again. Make sure it looks right. It does. I can't see that small screen from back there. Our website is usedabusedpod.com. There you can find links to all of our episodes, link to our YouTube videos, the replays of our live shows, plus link to our merch store, and a link to our Patreon, which is under the donate tab.
And you can also leave us a message and also click subscribe to be notified by email when new audio only episodes are available. Go ahead. Go to tpublic.com and search for Used Abused Pod, all lowercase, for our merch store.
That's what she said.
There are t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, face masks, onesies, coffee mugs, and etc.
As a reminder, all links are in the show notes and pinned to the top of our Twitter page.
Yes.
Which you'll notice under our description now is really changed. I've changed it up a lot. Where you click the link tree button, and it will take you to our link tree.
Hi, Dragon Buddy.
And there's Isaac. Hey, hi, Isaac. Good evening, sir. And DB. He was looking for us, but didn't give him the reminder. It's all good, dude. We had some technical difficulties right around 5 o'clock.
Yes.
And we barely just got into this thing about
not too long ago.
15 minutes ago. So you're good, bro.
You're good. We haven't even. We're just going over business, DB.
Yeah, we're just taking care of business and playing around the green screen.
He said something about background. Oh, great background. Thank you.
Yeah, we've joined the ranks of everyone that's now enjoying doing green screens.
Yeah, technical difficulties? What are they?
I think our internet was fucking up again.
I think, yeah, because we just couldn't get anything to work.
Yeah, nothing wanted to work tonight. That didn't want to work. It don't. It's all fun. That's a good thing about doing it live. It just it just goes.
It does.
So Kim, we got any other news? Like I guess since we not for sure if we're doing a F1 only podcast yet. We have not decided yet.
No, we haven't.
If we are, no, and if Dave Martin is listening at any point here, I just want to point out, Dave, the original way we did the 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. shows last year were we didn't go to bed the night before because she got off around 9:30 our time. So by the time we went live at 5 a.m. Eastern time, it was only 2 a.m. here. So it wasn't that hard to stay up.
That's true.
And then go to sleep after we were done with the show and then come back for the main topic.
Yes.
That nightly show.
Yes.
But we're not going to do that this time. Again, like we said, at the end of the year, last year.
Yes.
That if we're going to do an F1 podcast, it is going to be a brand new show.
Yes, it is.
It's not going to be, we're not going to tie it into
used and abused.
Right. At all.
No.
I mean, obviously we'll promote used and abused on there.
Yes, we will.
But other than that, we're not going, that's the only thing it's going to be a entity all by itself. Now, I'm not going to go ask Ro to put it into the Red5 Network.
No.
It's going to be a straight up, and it might even be just F1. It might become a sports show.
Yeah, it might be because I know we were discussing it one time.
But the problem is I don't want to get into where this is like crazy where we're like, oh my God, we got to know what every player of the NFL is doing.
We can just do a quick overview. Dragon Bay says F1, yes.
Yeah. Definitely. So if we do an F1 show, it more likely will be Sunday evenings. Try to make sure we're not going around any of the other Red Fivers. So I mean the good thing about F1 is unless we're in the United States, most of them are on early in the friggin' morning. You just gotta get her up in the morning to watch it live.
We can do that.
And then we could do a show right afterwards.
Yeah, we could. Because some of them come on. Well, some of them we're even up for.
Huh?
Some of them we stay up for.
I know. Well, yeah, because some are at midnight.
Yes.
Anyway. Oh. Hannah saying, hey. Oh, everybody saying, hey. All right. All right, cool, man. Everybody saying, hey. Hi.
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 Well, hey.
Hey.
That's what we'll do next year.
What?
Or not next year. Later this year. We'll just start the episode with you two on hey.
Okay. Why not?
I love how you're like, okay. Wow. Anyways, we got any other news besides
no, sorry, I heard kids out there, so
besides fucking Niners won.
Well, your Niners won, my Patriots lost. But
I didn't want the Niners to win.
I know you didn't.
I'm not happy with the fucking team this year.
Mikey says, hey.
No, I'm sorry, but
well, I knew my team. I'm surprised they even got into the postseason. I really am. Because we're right now have a rookie quarterback that the team's getting to know how to work with. So I was like shocked that they even made the postseason.
Anyways, so let's go on a limb here.
Okay.
Who are you picking for the NFC Championship? The winning NFC Championship. You don't even know who's in there from the NFC.
See.
Yeah.
Green Bay's one of them.
Yeah.
They're going up against Titans.
No, the Titans are the AFC.
Oh, sorry. I know Green Bay's in there. I just don't know who they're going up against.
Those fucking Titans. Fucking Houston. They're used to be the Houston Oilers.
I know.
Come on, Kim.
Buffalo, I know, is in there.
All right, here you go. NFC game. As soon as I get over to the NFC side. All right, so you've got. And of course, this is showing fucking. All right, where's the fucking scores at? God damn it.
Well,
let me go. There you go. Get off the goddamn wild card round. That would help. NFL.com. All right, here we go. So you got the Packers versus the Niners. And you got the Buccaneers versus the Rams. And the Rams lit up Arizona last night.
I know they did. So they're probably on a game-winning streak, but they're going up against the Buccaneers, which
Come on. The Buccaneers only got one good player.
That's true.
But no, it's not Gronk.
But that one good player pulls some miracles on games. We've seen it.
Yeah, it just deflates balls.
That's debatable.
When we ever do it, okay, anyways, who you got? Come on. Rams, Buccaneers.
I say the Rams on that one.
You're going to go to Rams. Okay. Niners, Packers.
Packers. Out of the Packers.
Well, I'm gonna allow it's going to be Packers versus Buccaneers. And I'll just flip a coin. Who the hell I think is going to win that game, because I hate both fucking quarterbacks.
Yeah. If it comes down to Packers and...
Well, Packers are... Okay, you pick Packers or Rams. Who's going to go to the Super Bowl?
I say Packers.
Okay. AFC, Bengals versus the Titans.
Titans are probably going to win that one.
Okay. And Bills versus Chiefs.
I'm going for the Bills on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go Chiefs and Titans, and Chiefs win that one. And fuck it, Chiefs and Packers Super Bowl.
Okay. All right.
That will be a rematch of Super Bowl 1 and 2.
Okay. All right.
That's what I want to see. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? It's just football.
I know.
Oh, even though my team's still in it, they need to lose. Need to lose with fucking, I won't say it on air, but a certain quarterback's got to get hit and get knocked out for good.
I know.
That fucker came from New England.
I know, but
I don't like him. I don't like him.
I know you don't.
Don't like him. All right, anyways.
Anyway, we established you don't like the certain quarterback of a certain team.
I don't.
So we established that.
And actually, there's two. Well, one quarterback, just because he plays for the Packers. I mean, any quarterback that played for them, I hated him.
Okay.
I'm a big fucking Green Bay fan.
Well, I'm not either.
A bunch of fucking people want to wear fucking cheese on their heads. I gotta be
What's Wisconsin
mentally unstable.
What's Wisconsin known for? Cheese curds. What way to promote them than be cheese heads at a Packer game?
It's fucking dumb.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying if you want to promote.
Come on. It's like the old. Well, I guess fuck it. I'm gonna call them what they call them on this fucking escape pod. The Washington Fur Burgers. Right?
Yeah.
You ever see some of their fucking fans?
I know.
Some of them dudes dress dresses.
I know I do.
No, I'm just joking. It's all good. The problem is those guys that do it though, I think they're fucking straight.
Yeah, I think
Which
so.
is pathetic.
Yeah.
All right, anyways. We got ready to move on. Ready to
Yes.
move up, move on, move over.
Yes.
Moving on up
Mm-hmm.
to the sky. I put that song up.
I don't even.
Moving on up.
Yeah, that's the Jeffersons theme song.
Yeah. Good show.
Very good show. It was hilarious.
All right, anyways. All right, let's get into the real show.
All right.
Time after time.
It was.
Hey, no, it's not the song by Cyndi Lauper.
No. This is.
Thank God.
This movie was actually done in 1979, and it was actually based on a book, and it was just.
Oops, hold on. My phone's trying to hook up the StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
I hit the wrong button because of being Apple. I can hook everything. Go ahead.
All right. So it was basically the 1979 American science fiction film, and it was directed by screenwriter Nicholas Meyer and starring Malcolm McDowell as H.G. Wells, David Warner and Mary Steenburgen, filmed in Panavision. It was directing debut of Meyer, whose screenplay is based on the premises from Carl Alexander's novel.
Same name of the novel.
Time After Time.
All right, hold on. So at that point there, you can go ahead and now finish up what you're reading there.
Which ironically was unfinished at the time of filming, and a story by Alexander and Steve Hayes. The film presents a story in which British author H.G.
Okay,
Wells.
Time.
Okay.
Pause. Okay. So let's go to the novel again. It was released in 1979. It's April of 79. And what was it? When was the movie released?
September of 79.
Okay, so both book and the movie came out. Now we're talking real shortly. So here's what it says here about the novel. Was adapted to film the same year under the same title by Alexander's friend Nicholas Meyer, who had optioned the story after reading the early pages. Meyer wrote his screenplay as Alexander finished the novel, and the two freely shared ideas for their respective iterations.
Yep. And
fucking God, yeah. I mean, usually a book had been finished a few decades before it's made into a fucking movie.
But in this case,
this motherfucker being written at the same time the movie was being filmed.
Yeah. And then it says the film presents a story in which British author H.G. Wells uses his time machine to pursue Jack the Ripper into the 20th century.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the plot. And of course, the plot always starts out, which is funny because it's not how the movie starts out. So how did the movie start out, Kim? All right, first of all, before you start that, before today, how many times have you seen this movie?
0. I had heard of it, but I had not.
I had originally seen this one on HBO back in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, being time travel and being sci-fi type stuff, I was really into it.
Yes.
Okay. So according to the plot, this is where it starts, and I'm sure you're going to slam my brakes. In 1893, London.
No.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Yeah, in 1893.
Popular writer Herbert George Wells displays a time machine to his skeptical dinner date.
No, that's not how it starts out. That's not how the movie starts. It starts out with a person named Mary and a gentleman coming out of a bar, Mary being a girl of the night.
Well, that's politely putting it.
Yes. Being a girl of the night.
I would have been just like, and she was a fucking hooker.
Well, she was that too, but I'm politely putting it.
Kim's like, a lady of the night.
Yeah, she was a lady of the night, drunk off of her ass.
I don't think she was that. No, she wasn't.
Well, she was drunk. And she
buzzed.
Yeah, she was buzzed. So she dropped something, picked it up, and at this time
you hear footsteps.
behind her.
And then somebody says,
well, she picks it up, turns around, nothing. Then she continues to walk and continue to hear the footsteps. She turns around again and says, "Oh, hi, who are you?"
And he offers her a coin.
And she goes up and get it. Being a lady of the night, you know, you're going to go for that coin.
Yeah, she pretty much, wow, we're pretty much, well, you're just spot on about what you want.
Yeah. And so she says, my house is up the way here.
Which then they walk a little bit and he says, no.
And points to the alley.
Right.
And she says, boy, you're just one to get right to the point, basically is what she says. So then they go to this alley and he gives her another one. And the next thing you know,
she's lifting up her skirt.
She's lifting up her
dress. I mean, skirt. Oh.
Yes, but he flips up the watch with the person in it and plays the music. As he's playing the music, he kills her.
Yeah, pretty much.
He kills her, and then here comes this cop.
Well, no, because then you see that bloody hand close the fucking watch thing, and then he walks off. Yeah. And then here comes Bobby.
Which that's a cop in London.
Okay, hold it. Hold it. I'm sidebar right now.
We'll explain why we know.
This is why I'm laughing my ass off right at this moment for Bobby. Right? Because that is what they call their police officers over there.
Yes.
Over in London. Right? And there's this great, reality TV show called The Amazing Race. And so they started season 33 right near like February 2020. So just before everything shut the fuck down.
Yes.
And they were filming it and they started in
London.
No. Yeah, you're right.
They started in London.
Well, because they started weird. Anyways, yeah, you're right. They got to London, and then one of the things they had to do was go find a Bobby. Well, one of these dumb Americans literally walking around this area going, Bobby, oh Bobby.
And the one that was with him says, no, it's not. It's probably not a person's name. It's probably
something,
something else.
She didn't think it was actually a person, but she also stated it's probably not their name.
Yeah.
Which it technically wasn't, because it's just the name they called for the police.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's why I'm laughing, because I put the term Bobby in there, so that's my bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
And so the policeman is walking by and looks down and sees this blood come out of here.
Yeah, blood trail.
So he goes back and finds this lady of the night dead. And then he whistles and starts running off. And then it kicks into this. Then it takes you to his house with the dinner guest,
which is Herbert George Wells.
Yes.
Displays the time machine. Before he displays the time machine, they're eating.
Yeah.
They're just having brandy.
And
pretty much Herbert says he waiting for one other friend, which then he shows up, which is Dr. Stevenson.
And then he says, then at that time, he says, I just wanted to call you all together. After one of them says, what's this big announcement? And he says, I just wanted to bid you all farewell, for I am going on a trip. And
right, so they think he's just going on a trip.
Yeah, a holiday. They call it their holiday to Scotland is what they call it. They call it their trips holidays.
And he explains, no, he's going to do time travel. And they,
throws out the plans to the machine.
Them laughing. Obviously you would have done this in today's age, we would all went, yes, I have somebody. Can I get somebody over here to pick up somebody? They've gone cuckoo.
Yeah, but he says he's going to time travel in his laboratory. So he throws out the plans and you see these blueprints of this machine.
And then he takes them downstairs to where the machine's at.
And explains that the machine runs on.
All right, so after explaining how it works, including a non-return key that keeps the machine at the traveler's destination, and a vaporizing equalizer that keeps the traveler and machine on equal terms.
Which, if you remove that, he says, then you might as well not time travel, is what he said.
Pretty much. Then police constables arrive at the house searching for Jack the Ripper. Okay, so first of all, when we were watching this, I'm like, okay, this one dude looked familiar or sounded familiar to me.
Yes.
So when I went and investigated his name, he was the God damn it.
He was the constable of
right, but
the head constable.
I understand.
Can't remember his name.
Right, he was right. I understand that. I just forgot that a movie he was in.
Oh, he was in
Funny Farm.
Yeah.
He played Michael Sinclair in Funny Farm, which was the publicist for the book that Chevy Chase is supposed to be writing in the movie Funny Farm.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just want to point that out. Also, just real quick, he played Gridley in Going Ape. And he was in 1996 Mars Attacks. He was a White House decorator. Give you some kind of ideas of who and his name is Joseph Marr.
Yes.
Anyways, continue on.
And so the searching Jack the Ripper, a bag. Okay, so they're
searching for Jack the Ripper. They explain to H.G. Wells that the Ripper had struck again. And one of his people at the dinner had mentioned that it's been a while since he struck. So we're going to remind you, we are in London of 1893 at this point.
Yes.
When we did some digging up for this episode tonight, one interesting fact we came up with is from 1888. If you go by the five women that were killed in a row, or in a current or one time frame for Jack the Ripper, 1888 was the last killing.
Yes, it was. It was stated as the last killing, and then in 1891 he struck again.
Supposedly.
Well, that's what it says in here.
No. When I read it more, it actually does say supposedly.
Yeah.
Because they actually thought it was more of a copycat killer because it wasn't really precise.
Yeah.
Like all the other.
Yeah. Because
butchers were.
Because when they were searching Jack the Ripper down, they thought he was a surgeon because of what you said, the preciseness of the way he cut his lady of the night.
He also cut out fucking organs and shit.
Yeah, where the way he cut up the ladies of the night, because he's usually after the ladies of the night.
Right. So.
Oh, Dawn's back.
Hey, Dawn.
Hi.
So a bag with blood-stained gloves belonging to one of Herbert's friends, a surgeon named John Wesley Stevenson, leads him to conclude that Stevenson might be the infamous killer. Wells races to it. Well, actually, before he races to the laboratory.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to hit the brakes for you. He's in his sitting room.
Before he's in his sitting room, the constables tell all of HG's guests that if you want to come,
if you want to come with,
follow us, we'll get you a safe passage home. Pretty much.
Pretty much, we'll get you a safe passage home.
Then him and his
housekeeper are in the sitting room.
Right.
And they're discussing this and how he got out. And the housekeeper says we were by the door the whole.
There's no way he escaped the whole. There's no way he could have left. All the windows and doors were locked because that's what the cops said.
Yeah, and we were by the front door the whole time. And H.G. Wells says, "What did you say? We were by the front door the whole time." So then it clicks on him.
He runs downstairs.
He runs downstairs to his laboratory, and the machine
the time machine is gone.
So then he sits on the stairs, and the next thing you know is it
returns because it didn't have the key, so
of no return.
So the time machine, you can go, but if you don't have the red key to stop it in place, then it will actually return back to where it was sent from.
Yeah, and so it did return.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. So he's sitting in his laboratory and the machine returns. So he goes to touch it and it's hot. And so he pulls out a hanky or whatever the gentleman of that time era had in their pocket, pulls it open, and then he notices.
Was it hot or was it cold? I thought he said it was cold.
It might have been cold. All I know, he couldn't touch it.
Right.
Couldn't touch it. So he opens it, climbs in, and notices.
Finds out that he goes to
November 7th, 1979.
November 9th, 1979.
Oh, I thought it was the 7th.
No, everything was November 9th.
Okay, November 9th, 1979.
Right. So we left November. Well, okay, wait. According to this, it says November 5th, but whatever. All right, November 5th. Man, I didn't pay attention that well. Maybe neither was paid attention to the date very well.
Probably not.
Anyway, so Stevenson has escaped to the future, but because he does not have the non-return key, the machine automatically returns to 1893. Herbert uses it to pursue Stevenson to November 5th, 1979, where the machine has ended up on display at a museum in San Francisco.
Now,
he is deeply shocked by the future, having expected to be enlightened socialist utopia, only to find chaos in the form of airplanes, automobiles, and worldwide history of war, crime, and bloodshed.
Yes.
So, you know what? It makes sense, though.
Yeah.
That actually makes a little more sense. Because one thing we were wondering, like, okay, wait, he left London.
Yes.
But now we ended up in Frisco.
Yeah.
But if the time machine, so what they're saying is, wherever the time machine is at, that makes sense, though.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Doc Brown don't fucking. All right, I don't like their idea of time travel in this one.
Okay.
I like DeLorean better.
Okay.
Anyway, so pretty much what they're saying is wherever the time machine is in the future, is where it's going to go regardless. Well, that's not. Then how can it go back in the past? I mean, further, so he can go back to 1893.
Yeah, because they did.
Anyways, so when we're watching this, I'm like, okay, how the hell do we go from London to Frisco?
Yes.
That makes no sense. If you use the timeline or the way things work in most time travel shows, you time travel from in the place that you're at to front and back, unless you have a fucking DeLorean. Even then, you're still going to go from Hilldale to Hilldale, regardless of what year. You're still going to be at Hilldale. You'll have to drive to another location.
That's true, because he did mention earlier in the movie that if you turn it right, you go forward, left, you go backwards.
Right.
So
how the hell? Yeah. So see, there's a plot point. So I wonder if this is like some type of thing where the screenplay writer said, "Yeah, I don't like the idea of staying in London the whole time.
Yeah, let's make it more interesting and
make it go to Frisco."
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we're trying to make too much sense of shit.
Yes, we are.
It's like taking Star Wars and trying to make sense of half of it.
Okay. Before we go on, before we go on.
What?
Because the next plot is about the antique shop. Before we even proceed, before he leaves, he gets all the money together plus jewelry, necklace,
Right.
a couple necklaces, the housekeeper's earrings, and says, "I may need it to trade with the natives."
Yeah.
So,
All right. So.
Then he goes to this antique shop.
Oh wait.
And
No. Let's talk about him fucking coming outside the museum, writing down shit he's seen, and then he's following that scanty. Well, she wasn't really scantily clad, but wearing very tight, colorful 1970s fucking disco material.
Yes, with clear pants.
Yeah, and he would definitely follow her and cause a fucking wreck.
Yes,
because he didn't understand the part about walk and don't walk signs.
Yes, exactly.
Anyways, at an antique shop, Herbert. What?
Okay.
You gonna stop me?
Doesn't he go to the pawn shop first, where we noticed the?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because actually he goes to a bank first.
Yes.
But so he goes to a bank, try to exchange money, find out that the exchange rate for what he has is like $25.
Yeah, $25.
And then so he tells them the bank or foreign currency person tells him to go to an antique shop because it's old money. Which then he does. He exchanges some British banknotes for present day American money. Growing hungry. Actually, see, that's where they're wrong too. He didn't do the banknotes there.
No.
He actually did at the antique shop. Is where he did the jewelry.
Yeah, because he was only going
he was going to try to do jewelry, and then
he didn't. No,
he did it another place where they didn't require an ID.
Yeah, that's because the one that was the owner behind the counter of the antique shop was actually part of a concentration camp. Work is almost over.
That's good.
Yes.
Anyway, so he exchanges some valuables,
but he was only going to give him so much for them. But he wasn't going. He wasn't.
He got $400 for the friggin' some of the necklaces and shit.
He did, but he didn't have an ID, so he.
That's the first place, but the second place he got the money.
The first place. That's the first place. I'm actually doing the first place.
Okay, my bad.
So the first place he went, they required an ID, and he didn't have an ID, so he rolled it up. Then he goes to this other place, and this is where they give him $400.
Right. So, growing hungry after a day without food, he enters a McDonald's and is alternately puzzled and pleased with 1979 dining options, noting the similarity between 1890s pommes frites from France and modern French fries. Wells is still ruffled by the idea of dining without tableware.
And why he's sitting and it's at a McDonald's, okay? He's sitting at a McDonald's.
Oh my god! I wish I would have taken a picture of this because the fucking McDonald's employees are wearing them fucking green and white outfits from the 70s.
Yes, they are.
Oh my! I was like, thank God when I worked there when they didn't have to wear that shit.
Yes. So he goes and sits down by this couple that was in front of him and sits here and starts literally investigating this table.
Yeah, right.
And says, quite a piece of wood here. And the gentleman is looking at him like he's weird.
So after thinking about it, realizing that Stevenson or Jack the Ripper would also need to exchange his British money, Herbert asks about him at various banks. At the Chartered Bank of London, he meets an employee, Amy Robbins.
Okay, so as he's going to these banks, nobody has seen.
Right, I mean, they just don't check on all these different.
So he walks out of this bank, and right straight across the street is the Chartered Bank of London.
Right, and Amy Robbins then says that she has seen Stevenson, and she pretty much told HG where to find him at a local hotel,
which was a local. Hyatt
Regent.
Yeah, the whole local Hyatt Regent.
Confronted by his one-time friend Herbert, Stevenson confesses that he finds modern society to be pleasantly violent, stating, and I quote, 90 years ago, I was a freak. Today, I am an amateur.
Yep.
End quote.
Herbert demands he return to 1893 to face justice.
Well, actually, before he does that, though,
yeah,
Stevenson turns on the TV with the remote and shows them all the violence and shit.
Yeah.
Because H.G. Wells swore up and down it was going to be a socialist
utopia
where there would be no more violence, no more crime, no more nothing. Everyone would be all lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
With each other.
Yeah.
And Stevenson back in the 1800s or 1893 told actually at that point, men or humans have been killing each other, been killing for 2,000 years. What do you think is going to change it now?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
So then after that, he demands that he return to 1893 to face justice. But at this point, and it kind of goes, but Stevenson instead attempts to wrestle the time machine's key from him. Their struggle is interrupted by a maid, and Stevenson flees, getting hit by a car during a frantic chase. Herbert follows him to the hospital emergency room and mistakenly gets the impression that Stevenson has died from his injuries.
Right, that's because the nurse said he died.
Yes. So after this,
he goes back to the bank. He goes back to
the bank and meets up with Amy Robbins again. She initiates it. She asks him if
he wants to go to lunch.
He says yes.
Her treat.
So Herbert meets up with Amy Robbins again, and she initiates a romance.
Oh yeah, pretty much,
yeah. Stevenson returns.
Okay, but before we get to this point, okay, so they spend all day together.
Yes.
She takes him back to her apartment. They have dinner,
Italian dinner,
and then literally says to him, Herbert, either kiss me or some shit like that.
Take me in your arms or I'm gonna scream.
Right, that's what it was. And then they lean on each other, and
it leads to a night spent together.
That's for damn sure. Wake up in the morning naked, and to find out now there's been 2 killings.
Yes.
Of prostitutes.
Yes.
In San Francisco.
But I don't know if you caught it or not. Earlier, when him and Amy were walking by,
there was a newspaper reporting the first one.
Yeah, reporting the first one.
Anyway, so at this point, he tells her he needs to find him and he needs to put a stop to him. She tells him he needs to go to the police. At that point, he says that they won't believe me, and if I actually told you the complete truth, you wouldn't believe me either. And so she gets him to stay there at the apartment, and so she'll call him later on. And she goes back to work at the bank because she's late.
Yes. And at this time, Stevenson comes in again. So Stevenson
returns to the bank to exchange more money.
And so at this time, Amy recognizes him.
Right.
From the conversation and says, give me a moment. I'm going to go check on something. And he says, take your time. And so she goes over and calls Herbert, and they discuss her trying to keep him at the bank, and she goes back and proceeds to help him, but then
she explains to him that she wanted to get that current exchange rate
for the
money. Correct. So he wasn't getting gypped. And then she asked how the stay was at the hotel.
Yeah, and
then he put 2 and 2 together. And while putting 2 and 2 together, he suspects that it was Amy who led Herbert to him, and finds out before he finds out, he leans into her, telling her that Herbert needs to, quote unquote, what do you call it? Return the key, give him the key, or he'll kill her.
Yes, and that's the message he said. Give to.
At that point, man, she freaks out, tells Herbert that they need to go to the cops.
Yes. So they got blocked. Actually, Dragon Buddy.
Nice, DB.
Timed him out.
Smacking the wrenches.
I was going to do my wrenches, but
the wrenches are being thrown.
Yes, I was going to throw mine, but DB beat
me to speaking of wrench throwing.
Yes.
Holy crap. So last night I was on Galaxy of Queers. They're doing that tribute to
Betty White,
right? And inside the chat, the guys started all typing like Revenge of the Moist. Attack of the Moist. I mean, I was involved in it too, right? The Moist strikes back, shit like that. Because everyone knows, everyone within a certain group knows that Lunar Girl don't like the word moist.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden she decides because she's got the blue wrench, she wreaks havoc on them all. But somehow she missed me on that one, which was funnier than hell. So I'm the one still like left in the chat. And I'm like, and then these guys are not coming back. So I've actually private message DB like, dude, you all get timed out or banned.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like crazy, man. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Damn. Don't mind the chat. We were having our own little fun.
Exactly.
Anyways. Yeah, exactly. LG put him in the freaking timeout. Anyways, back to where we at. All right, so
it was moistastic.
It was definitely moistastic.
And bitch-a-rooney.
Oh, good thing she's modding over at friggin'
Yeah. The other one.
Galaxy of course right now.
No, it's the Scarif right now, isn't it?
No, because I just saw Amanda went live.
Oh, okay.
I just got to do saying that Galaxy of Clears just went live.
Okay, so Scarif.
So that means they're on. Anyways.
Yeah.
So that means Scarif's over with.
Yeah.
So fucking anyway. So Stevenson.
I'm gonna do something here. Keep going.
So okay. Herbert falls into the hospital. Yeah, we did that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Herbert meets up with Amy Robbins again and see. Okay, that's where we were because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Anyway, so he finally goes to the cops.
Yes, and the cops don't believe a word he's saying.
He explains what's going to happen, who this guy is and stuff. But then he tells the cops when they ask him his name, he says Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, you don't do that.
So they went and checked on John Livingston, and of course, all Interpol stuff, FBI stuff, customs, all that crap shows none of this guy never showing up, never came in, never came into the United States, never left Britain or England, So, I mean, according to them, he's not even in the country, or neither is Sherlock Holmes.
No.
Or whatever his name is.
Nope.
What?
Can you bring the charging thing over this way?
No.
Okay, you want to bring...
It won't reach. This is a short one. Why would you down to?
Down to 52%.
You're fine. It is not going to kill at 52%.
Well, no, You've
got a ways to go.
Well, no, I've got the tablet going so I can watch the chat, so I can pull up Wikipedia.
Okay.
So, because hi, Luna Girl.
Luna Girl.
Hi, Hector Lorian.
And Hector. Yep, there we go.
I have power here. Huh? DB says I have power here.
DB, there you go. DB, I have the power.
Okay, so now with that, I can pull this back up. Sorry. No. I.
What?
It just.
You're watching the fucking delay.
Yeah.
Quit watching the delay.
Okay, I won't. Okay. So again, suspecting.
Oh, hey, Colby's in here too.
Hi, Colby.
Woo! Everybody showed up.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
so Herbert unsuccessfully convinces the police who he really is.
Well, no, I mean, so they pretty much just say, "Well, give us a phone number. We're gonna reach you if we have any questions."
Yeah.
They pretty much treat him as a nutcase.
Yes, and so then he tries to tell Amy this, and Amy...
Whoa. Okay, well, did they?
Yeah, they skipped where he went to the police before he talked to Amy. Or did he talk to Amy?
No, he did talk to Amy next.
Okay, so
hoping to convince her of the truth, he takes a highly skeptical Amy 3 days into the future. Yes. So they break back into get into the museum, wait for it to close, and then they jump into the time machine.
Yeah, and the way they wait for it to close, they're both hiding in the bathrooms.
Right. And so he skips them ahead 3 freaking days. She still thinks it's a joke because they obviously arrived right into the same area. Nothing's changed in 3 fucking days.
Yeah.
Again, like I mentioned to Kim, he either should have taken her backwards or forwards a lot more years.
Yeah, and then she goes to the counter and picks up the newspaper, and
which reveals a headline down on the bottom third, of her own murder at as the Ripper's fifth victim.
And so we'll go ahead and.
So Herbert persuades her that they must go back. It is their duty to attempt to prevent the fourth victim's murder, then prevent Amy's. However, they are delayed upon their return to the present. Why? No, they're not delayed on their return to the present.
No.
See, they're messed up there. So they get to the present, and then they decide, okay, it's time. They got the times from the newspaper. They brought it with them.
Yes.
You know, kind of like Marty with the almanac.
Yes. So
and
they go ahead. They go, and he says, "Now I'm thinking just like he would think." And that is because...
Well, I know what he's going to think before he thinks
it. Yeah, and the reason for that comment is because when the show first started, we're
going backwards again.
I know, but I'm going to fill in the blanks here.
Okay.
We forgot to fill in blanks. So, sidebar. Playing chess with John Leslie Stevenson, Herbert ends up losing. And checkmate. And Herbert says, "One day I'll win." And Stevenson says, "Only if you think the way I think."
Right.
So, given looking at this, going back to the paper now, to the present, given looking at the paper, he then makes the same comment to Amy saying, "Now I know the way he's thinking before he thinks it." And that's when they head out to this park thing.
All right. So they're headed to the park to stop him.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, her tire blows on the front of her car.
Yes, it does.
And at that point there, Herbert runs for runs for a phone to call 911 with 10 cents, which is weird, but I guess you have to use. I guess at some point that shit still costs money.
Yes.
Anyways, and he tells him he's about ready to say it's H.G. Wells when he says no, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Then he runs back. They get her car fixed. They drive, and they're too late to save the third victim. Fourth victim. Sorry. Which now means that they will be now got to protect Amy from her death.
Yes.
Which at that point, then HG comes up with ideas of maybe just she go with him to 1893, or she comes up with going in the future, and eventually HG decides that it's not a great idea because he's still leaving Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
Alive and well in 1979.
Yes.
To do what he pleases.
Yes. Colby saying, "What's moist about today?" Colby has no idea. Colby has no idea.
No, I'm thinking a timeout's about to be coming.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no idea what they're discussing.
Yeah, he has no fucking clue.
Nope.
You had to watch last night show to even understand what our show, but another show to see what the hell what's all going on.
Yeah. Laughing because Colby don't know.
Anyways. Oh shit.
Okay, so then after this, him and Amy are back at her place. He tells Amy to try and relax and get some rest. She says, and gives her a little flask full of brandy.
Right, and she decides to take Valium, and then also decides to drink. This is Friday. She's supposed to be killed later that evening.
Yes, and so Herbert
goes out and does a few things.
Yes, including goes to a local gun shop.
No, it goes to a local pawn shop to buy a gun.
Yeah, local pawn shop to buy a gun and ammo.
Back then it's 1979. You could do that shit in California without a 7-day
waiting period,
or 14-day waiting period,
and
or 27-day waiting period,
and so
whatever it is.
Yeah,
over there.
And so he comes back, and that's where the police arrest him.
Right.
He unsuccessfully, and then this is where he's now back.
He's arrested because of his knowledge of the killing. Amy is left alone, totally defenseless, and at the mercy of the San Francisco Ripper. While Herbert unsuccessfully tries to convince the police of Amy's peril. At that point, he pretty much just confesses to it.
Yeah,
because he actually tells him the full fucking truth.
Yeah.
He's H.G. Wells. He built time machine. And these cops like, whatever, dude. We want the fucking truth. Finally, he just says, I'll confess anything. Just save her.
Yeah.
Which then they go send a squad car to go
they do send a squad car, but before you see the squad
I
car,
know we got Amy's peril. She attempts to hide from Stevenson. When the police finally do investigate her apartment, they find the dismembered body of a woman.
yes,
You know, I didn't really show the whole body; they just showed a hand and
Yes.
blood all over the fucking place.
yes,
Now convinced of Herbert's innocence, the police release a now heartbroken Wells. However, he is contacted by Stevenson. No, he's not.
no, he's not. No, because he goes walking and
He goes walking, and that's when he hears the music box.
Yeah. Where to hide the body?
God. What?
With this time Skeletor. I don't know. Oh, you have no power.
15-day waiting period only gives you time to figure out where to hide the body. Yeah. Well, if it's in northern Nevada, I know where I'm hiding fucking bodies. Fucking mine shafts.
Exactly. Anyway, so then he's...
Them motherfuckers are deep.
Yeah. So then he's walking through and hears the music from the watch. And then he hears Amy's voice.
Right. He hears Amy's voice.
And realizes at this time that Amy has not been killed. Well, she had invited her friend who worked at the bank with her
to come over for dinner that evening.
And that's who he ended up killing, was her friend.
But and so Stevenson took Amy hostage in order to extort the time machine key from Wells.
And then
so Herbert decides to give him the key and as a gentleman, he'll let go Amy, and then Stevenson, once he gets the key, says, "Unfortunately, I'm not a gentleman."
And you should know that by now. And then takes Amy with him.
Right.
In the car.
They flee with the key and Amy as insurance to attempt to permanently escape in the time machine. Using Amy's car, driving the unfamiliar machine erratically, which he kind of learned from watching her drive around town. Herbert managed to follow them back to the museum. While Herbert bargains for Amy's life, she is now able to escape as Stevenson starts up the time machine. Herbert removes the vaporizing equalizer from it, causing Stevenson to vanish, while the machine does not. As Herbert had explained earlier, this causes the machine to remain in place while its passenger is sent traveling endlessly through time with no way to stop. In effect, he is destroyed. Herbert proclaims that the time has come to return to his own time.
Only after Amy asks him where has he gone, and Herbert says,
"That's what he said.
Yeah,
to infinity.
Yeah,
and beyond." No, I'm just joking.
To infinity, and he also says no one will have to deal in somewhere where someone will have to deal with Jack the Ripper anymore.
Right. So in order to destroy a machine that he now knows is too dangerous for primitive mankind. Amy pleads with him to take her along, explaining she has no remaining ties to the 20th century. As they depart in the past, she jokes that she is changing her name to Susan B. Anthony.
Yes.
The film ends with a caption. Oh, good. I did put it on here. And I quote, H.G. Wells married Amy Catherine Robbins, who died in 1927. As a writer, he anticipated socialism, global war, space travel, and women's liberation. He died in 1946, end quote.
And we did some research on that. And yes, it was actually one of his wives he actually really married.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he was actually... So this is where it kind of went a little bit out of place with it. But he was married originally from 1891 to 1894 to Isabel Marie Wells. But they got divorced in 1894. And then he married Amy Catherine Robbins in 1895. And she lived until her death of 1927.
Yes.
H.G. Wells is best known for some really fucking great books, including The Time Machine, 1895.
War of the Worlds.
Can I go through this?
Oh, sorry.
You're just going to jump shit.
Sorry.
The Island of Dr. Moreau. That was 1896. The Invisible Man, 1897. The War of the Worlds, 1898. And the military science fiction, The War in the Air, 1907. Really?
Excuse me?
His literary talents developed a progressive vision on the global scale. A futurist, he wrote a number of utopian works and foresaw the advent of aircraft, tanks, space travel, nuclear weapons, satellite television, and something resembling the World Wide Web. His science fiction imagined time travel, alien invasion, invisibility, and biological engineering. Go figure. What?
It says yes, tell him, Kim.
I don't know. Maybe we need to have a Revenge of the Moist tonight.
Okay.
A new Moist! Sorry, Cal. I'm joking. I'll apologize already. I apologize. I really do mean it. All right, anyways, let's go into a little trivia here. No, I don't. Yeah, hey, thanks. Yeah, I did watch it. Okay, thanks. Fine. Okay, bite me. All four of the real H.G. Wells' children were still alive at the time of this film's release. Malcolm McDowell listened to recordings of H.G. Wells to prepare for his role. According to him, Wells' voice was high-pitched and Cockney accented, so he decided not to imitate his voice. Wells also always refers to his time machine simply as the time machine or the machine. When the machine is first shown, however, the name Argo is visible on the front. This is the name that H.G. Wells gave to his machine in the novel that inspired the film. The movie's title inspired Cyndi Lauper's song Time After Time, which in 1983 she browsed through a copy of TV Guide for imaginary song titles. A deleted scene featured Wells meeting a punk who was playing extremely loud boombox music on a bus in San Francisco. Nicholas Meyer later reused this idea in Star Trek for The Voyage Home in 1986. Son of a bitch. I didn't realize that.
I didn't either.
Amy Robbins was the name of H.G. Wells' second wife. We already went over that. During the chase scenes at the hotel, David Warner is replaced with a stunt double for far shots because he was still on the mend from 2 broken ankles. In close-up shots, he can be seen running very carefully as not to hurt himself. Also, for scenes where Malcolm McDowell is running through the columns, he is also replaced with a double because of a sprained ankle. In this film, Mary Steenburgen played Amy Robbins, a 20th century woman who falls in love with a time travel from the 19th century. In Back to the Future Part 3, she played Clary Clayton, a 19th century woman who falls in love with a time traveler from the 20th century. In Back to the Future 3, she expresses an interest in H.G. Wells' work.
She also played Jenny as the mom in Disney's One Magic Christmas.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I was going to make a point that at one point she mentioned this before they went back in time that she's a 20th century woman, so don't expect her to become a 19th century woman.
Yeah.
Which I giggled because I thought of 1893.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
I giggled at that because I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. The scenic elevator in the Hyatt Regency Hotel is the same elevator used in the Towering Inferno and High Anxiety.
Yes.
Let's see. We got any what they consider goofs? Nope. Let's go for some taglines. The wildest chase of the century, H.G. Wells races through the time to catch Jack the Ripper. Pretty much what it was. Anyways, Kim, what did you think of the movie? It was released, like she said, September 28, 1979. When filming locations include Caldera Transfer, 524th Street, San Francisco, Oakland Museum of California, Oakland, California. 1800 block of the Colts Mall Rams. So that was the newspaper thing. That was at 1800 block of Union Street, California Academy of Sciences at Golden Gate Park. Grace Cathedral Episcopal Church in San Francisco was used. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was definitely filmed around the Bay Area.
Yes, it was.
It was good.
It was.
Glad they could, did that. Anyways, the movie runs about 1 hour and 52 minutes. It's Dolby Stereo. It is in color. Its aspect ratio is 2.39 ;1.
Yes.
And just Malcolm McDowell, to give some ideas here, he's known for a few movies. Obviously, the movie I've seen just before or after this one that I saw with him was a 1980s movie called Blue Thunder.
Yes.
And of course, because of where this shit's at, it's all down to the fucking bottom.
Yes.
And he's got over 267 works in here. And then he also was in Star Trek Generations.
Yes.
And I just saw Rebels 2 pop up.
Rebels 2, huh?
Yeah, we're obviously the voice.
Uh-huh.
So, and of course I can't find it because I went scrolling looking for other shit. Anyways,
Oh,
go ahead, Kim. Anything else you want to add?
I just liked the movie. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, Star Wars Rebels for 2 episodes. He was Minister Hayden.
Oh, okay.
Not that anybody really fucking knows, because 2 episodes, who the fuck's paying attention?
Not me. Not me. I can tell you that much.
Anyways, it was a cute movie.
It was. I loved it.
I mean, for being a 1979 movie with special effects from the 70s, I actually thought the special effects were actually still really good.
They were. They were.
Didn't look fake as fuck.
Nope.
Not like Nightmare on Elm Street 3, where the puppet looks fake as fuck.
Okay.
No, I mean, even in the 80s, the puppet, the Bones puppet of Freddy Krueger looks fake as fuck.
Okay.
And then you watch it today, and it's even worse. You know, it's. I was really shocked. I really thought it was going to stand out with the technology. Because I really thought the technology, you know, obviously old technology sometimes don't
mix with today's
with today's televisions and shit.
Exactly.
But if you want to see this movie, it was once on HBO Max, but now it is on. You can get it through iTunes, which was what, $7.99.
No, I thought it was cheaper. Yeah, $7.99. Yes.
And yeah, but other than that, I mean,
yeah,
I enjoy the movie. Besides me picking apart or me bitching about it being the point of leaving London, going to San Francisco, that's the only thing I really bitch about.
But the thing is that might have been wrong. But if you actually look at it, that was basically the gathering place for a lot of people that believed in, you know, the coming out of the 60s and, you know, free love, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it was just basically a gathering place for people like that.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up, Kim?
Okay, so next week we have Titanic coming up, and that's the 1997 Titanic.
Guess what? I'm gonna spoil it right now. The boat fucking sinks.
Yeah, I know it does. That's the whole idea. The sinking boat. Okay, and that will be
4 hours of your goddamn life just to watch a boat go.
Well, there's a good story around it. Might be a love story, but hey, it's a story around a real life event. Okay, and then that's January 25th, which is next week. And then 2 weeks from now, we have coming up February 1st, Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. Funny as hell. Oh, I love that movie.
Right. And why are we doing that on February 1st?
Because it's Groundhog Day.
On February 2nd.
Yes, it's Groundhog Day.
So what the hell not? Why not?
Why not? Because it has
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, Punxsutawney.
What?
Punxsutawney, whatever it's called. That famous place where you can see the groundhog. And if you see this shadow, and it's winter for 6 more weeks.
Say it again.
Punxsutawney. I can't even pronounce it.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh, I gotta clip that. We gotta clip this section right here. Needs to be clipped. It needs to be clipped. This thing becomes a goddamn fucking thing on. Play it like an audio fucking loop.
Punxsutawney. I can't even say it because I call it Punxsutawney.
That is awesome, DB. They stopped there in Softville.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the groundhog. If he sees his shadow, then winter still hangs around. If he doesn't, spring's on its way.
Where is it?
I'm not trying it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, good God. Oh, Lord Almighty. Oh, shit. Anyways. Oh, what the hell, Kim? You're killing me. Oh, shit. That's funny.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm gonna give a sneak peek about what we may be doing next week for how it might look behind us. There we go.
Oh, I like that. That is awesome.
Now if only we could have like it be moving and be like fucking fishes swimming by and then watch him go.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's the whole idea for next week. One of those we'll use that one. Yeah, I got a few I'm gonna play with, or we're gonna mess around with during the show. Because obviously we got the original boat and then the movie photo
and then the grand staircase.
Yep. So how's that one look behind us? You don't blow up well.
No.
Anyways, what we got coming up after Groundhog Day, Cam?
Then we've got the Then we got the original Overboard with Goldie Hawn and
Kurt Russell.
Then we have a Netflix movie coming up that we are introduced to by some friends called Don't Look Up. And that's on February 15th.
That's on Netflix. So if you want to watch it, it stars Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes. And so February, like I said, is Overboard. February 15th is Don't Look Up. Then February 22nd, but the Book of Boba Fett should be done by that time, and that will be our major recap.
Right. That's when Kim will.
That's when I will do my take on what I thought of it.
Right. When we finally get to hear what Kim thinks about it, everybody is on Patreon. They already get to hear what my take is on it.
And then March 1st, we have coming up The Lion King, both the animated version and the live version. I just want to be king. Sorry. And then on March 8th, we will be doing the country star Chris Ledoux with a special guest. And we'll announce our guest as it gets closer.
Right. And DB saying that Don't Look Up was a crazy movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, and you said we're going to do Chris Ledoux?
Yes, on March 8th with a special guest.
You want to say who that special guest is?
Our special guest is going to be Colby.
Right. So it'll be Colby's first time on the show. We're going to do that. And we'll have a little fun and see how well he's got time to prepare for that episode.
Yes. Exactly.
Anyways, so other than that,
that's
thanks to everybody joining us tonight.
Yep. Thanks to Dawn and Hector, Colby, Hannah, Mikey, Luna Girl, Dragon Buddy, Isaac, Alan.
Yeah. And just because a lot of you weren't here for the beginning, I'm going to do it one more time. Here is what we started off the show with. Since I fight it, I want to again thank Alan from Press Play Streaming Services for putting this together, and also Adam McLean for the theme song itself. Unfortunately, this will be the whole thing, so you will see the new Red 5 beginning, and then I'll go into our new opening theme. Here we go. And there it is.
That
is our new opening. And again, we want to thank Alan from Press Play Studios putting that together, and also Adam McLean for a great new theme song. I love it. I think it fits us perfectly. But until next week, and we're doing what again? Oh, Titanic.
We're doing Titanic 1997.
And the boat fucking sinks. It just fucking sinks.
Well, yeah, and it's its maiden voyage, so it was. I mean, it was basically
anyways, we'll talk about that next week. I need to reach out to a special guest to see if we can get a special guest on next week.
Okay.
Because I know somebody wanted to do the show with us. But until then, until next week, everybody have a great, wonderful evening. Again, I think Galaxy Creators is going on right now.
Salty Nerd Podcast is also tonight.
Salty Nerd? That was last night.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
I thought you said.
Easy, pump the brakes.
I thought you said it was tonight. Anyway.
No. Mandalorian on the Galaxy Creators, they finish off tonight.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night, for sure, we got the Escape Pod.
Yes.
At 7:05 Eastern.
Yes.
And they're talking about what, Kim?
The first 3 chapters of the Book of Boba Fett.
Right on. And Thursday night is Press Play Streaming Services with Alan and General Shinobi. And they will be talking, 80s cult films.
Yes.
And I heard they may have a couple of special guests on that show too.
Yes.
But until next week when we come back with the Titanic.
Love you all. Have a good evening.
Wow.
Thanks again for all the participation in the chat. And just a reminder, if you have not clicked the subscribe button and you are watching us, please hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified.
We always don't ever tell these people to do.
What?
Click the fucking like button.
I know, that's what I was just gonna do. And hit the like button. So
some of them are really good at it.
Yeah. So hit
pretty much all our normal followers. So I don't know why I just said it, but
so hit the like button if you enjoyed our episode.
And until next week.
Until next week.
Have a great week.
And a great weekend. Sorry. My brain went blank.
We do this week in and week out. We get the same, but we've done pretty much the ending. We do the same we've done since the beginning of the show.
Well, my brain goes blank.
What, you fucking blonde?
No.
Look what happens like one.
Hey.
And no, I'm not gonna be fucking haunted.
I'm sorry. My mind just went totally.
Anyways, have a great
weekend.
Be kind to everyone.
Peace.
Peace. Good night, everybody.
Good night.